I know a number that's funnier than 24.
What is it?
21. Welcome to episode 21 of the Hydra podcast. We are now legal to drink. Get your hook lights.
Woohoo! Get out your hook light. Oh, I actually got one.
Shit, I don't have one. Nah, I don't
Yeah.
drink. Hell
Thanks for
yeah,
chilling with
brother.
you, me, and the other guy.
You, me, and the other guy. The Hydra Links trio that you all know and love. How you doing, Cam? How's your mind, body, and your soul?
My mind's pretty positive, but my body is sicky. I don't know if you can tell,
Let's go by the
but
pier. Or by the lighthouse.
ooh,
Your body do
been
be
having like a
sicky.
sore throat, stuffy nose, congestion, basic shit. Oh yeah, I made it.
Lame stuff. You think you got it from the storms?
It could have been that, there's some stores coming, but I honestly think it's more likely I got it from some dirty ass fucking middle schoolers because I just started teaching again this week.
Dirty ass.
And yeah, I do my best because it seems like to be so frequent that I like get sick when I like, associate with a lot of kids or a lot of people in general. But like I try not to like shake their hands, dap them up. But
Mm-hmm.
some kids are just like, "Yo, what's up, mister?" And I'm like, here's a little fist bump. Might forget to like, sanitize after that. And those little things add up. So I'm just not surprised is all, if that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. I've been very sanitized since the cat's been in my life. He's a very not a clean freak, but very much so like since COVID being like, well, this just justifies it even more. Get your shit some
Yeah.
sanitizer.
No doubt. Yeah. And like during COVID, especially like when I was a lot more aware of that, I got sick a lot less too.
Mm.
Even little things like there's just actual practices you can to reduce harm and potential for harm, which is awesome. And I do my best to do that. But yeah, those fucking kids, who knows what they're sticking their fingers in?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Japan, maybe it was even before COVID, but I know a lot of them still do the mask thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I've certainly seen a lot of photos of that. It's more a cultural thing to be like
Mm-hmm.
wearing it out of respect of the people around you. Like, oh, I don't want to get people sick. That would be like a shitty thing for me to do as a person. So that's why I wear a mask. Whereas other people in America were more so like, what? I don't care if I get sick. Like, that's why I don't want to wear a mask because they think the mask is just to protect you, but it's actually more so to protect others when you
Yeah,
are potentially sick.
it just hurts your
Oh yeah.
ears, man. There was a
That
nicer way
that
to
I
do
get.
it.
Yeah, you ever get one of those little like
No, I don't want the
things that you
windshield
add to
wiper
extend it
shit.
or random things? Oh,
Oh,
that. I was gonna say like they had like cloth extenders to masks sometimes, like little things you can just hook on to a
mm,
disposable mask that's like more gentle on the ears. There's lots of like solutions. Since we had to use them so long, people came up with something.
yeah, a lot of people made money off of that.
Oh, no doubt, yeah.
But yeah, how you doing? Besides being sick, you feeling anything external?
No, no, thank goodness I'm like honestly feeling better physically than I have in the
That's good.
past. Like I slept wrong a couple weeks ago and I was like aching for that. That always sucks. But
And I lost my arm, and I was like, oh, what
yeah,
the fuck? Left it
oh,
in the
I
dream.
couldn't fucking do shit for a whole week until I found it. But no, it was honestly nice like waking up this weekend and not feeling like soreness, and then all of a sudden my throat started getting a little tickle, and I'm like, no.
You always appreciate that you have it when you
Yeah,
get it back. But then when you
exactly.
you lose it, you're like, I fucking want it back, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like just falling asleep with that congestion is my big thing. I'm like, just can't even fall asleep because I'm focused on it.
Do you do like the tricks of like propping up pillows or something to that
Yeah,
effect?
yeah, no doubt it helps. Yeah, I try to like keep my back at a certain angle. Sometimes I do the Vicks Vapor Rub to try to drain it. I take a hot shower before bed, drink
Mm.
a lot of water, but it's just like I'm also a menace in that like I just have to sleep a very specific way. Like even though I try to do that
Mm.
to like get to sleep, my body will just end up how
Tummy
it likes
sleeper.
to be. No, no, no. I'm a very much a back sleeper. And it's pretty good for me, but yeah, I end up getting really congested and like snoring.
Oh, dang.
I'm a heavy snorer.
I'm okay from what I know. I think as time went on, I went more to being on like my side or something. But I used
Right.
to primarily be like a tummy sleeper, and then
Interesting.
I've learned, or at least I got the scare of being like, well, every time you wake up and your head or your arms are underneath your pillow, and your arm becomes numb, there may be one day
Hmm.
where it fucks up your circulation and you don't get it back.
Sure.
And I was like,
Sure.
no, I don't want that.
Yeah. It's tricky. Yeah, you could pinch a nerve. It could be that bad. I think that is what was happening to me when I slept on my side. Like recently, over the past couple months, if I do that too long, I get like this aching pain in my shoulder blade all the way up to my neck.
Yeah, it's
And
not
yeah,
fun. Like you wake
that's
up and
that's
it's
whack.
completely unusable.
Yeah. We got to go back to sleeping in like leaf nests like monkeys.
Leaf
Like just
nests.
yeah, they just build like a little nest out of a tree, like with a bunch of
Oh,
leaves. They just like sleep there,
hammock style.
hammock style.
I slept once in basic for the pretending that you were, I forget the word, where they send you out to like Europe or
Like
something.
deployed.
Deployed. Yeah, where
Yeah.
your simulation of being deployed. And they give you these little, very little, um, like stick propped up beds with one cloth type of deal. And it's like,
Ah,
oh
yeah, yeah.
man. And you all you can do is be on your back or your side, and like there's no, you can't roll. You got no land. And
Totally.
then for bugs, they put a little net around you, so you're even more like in a box.
Wow. Yeah, and like if you reach your arm out too far, you're just like webbing all around you.
Yeah, it was not. But actually, it was okay. I don't remember it being that bad.
I'm sure it beats sleeping on the ground. I've been camping, like, and every time I've slept on the ground,
You're like, why do I
it's
come
like,
here?
no, you're like, you can't stop thinking about it. I've laid on the ground awake the whole night for many nights.
Not everybody's that bro on the hangout saying I could sleep anywhere, and he's underneath the couch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've done it too. Like fucking, I've been that guy. I'm like, yeah, I could sleep anywhere, and then I'm just lying awake on someone's carpeted floor all night,
Mm.
and they didn't even give me a blanket. I'm like, fuck, bro, I made the wrong choice.
I hate that I became like in my teenage years. Even Isaac's parents are still like, "Where's your sleepy friend?" Because I just slept on all the hangouts.
That's so crazy because like in my head during high school, Isaiah was the sleepy friend.
I don't
The
know, man.
motherfucker
There
like
was
never slept at
sometimes where
home.
I would just like I notice it with like even with like the cat where like we'll hang out and I'll just get sleepy and I was like, oh no man, you're comfortable. You just hang out with you makes me sleepy. Like it's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like some people can take it the wrong way, like, oh, am I boring you? But it's like,
Well, that's also true.
no.
If I'm not doing anything, I also get tired.
Sure, sure.
But like, I don't know if it's a group of friends and I get sleepy. It's just kind of like I. It's kind of like what's that pet thing or that animal thing where it's like cats will sleep if they trust you, like or something.
Totally, right?
It's like that. It's like I trust if I fall
Yeah.
asleep around you guys, I'll be fine.
That's pretty primal, I feel. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Did you do anything? Was it 2 weeks? Have you done anything in the 2 weeks?
Hmm. What have I been up to? I'm trying to think of like anything spectacular. I've been like mostly just like kind of busy doing all the little catch up, getting ready for back to school stuff, you know.
Hmm. You have to prep anything?
Not intensely, but it's like I gotta get like my sleep schedule back, you know, little
Oh
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I gotta have my wardrobe or the clothes that I specifically wear for school.
Yeah, gotcha, gotcha.
Um, little stuff like that. But yeah, no, it started off really rough actually. Like I was because it's been like a whole summer that I haven't been working, so I'm like strapped for cash, looking for any jobs I can take. Started doing like a little bit of DoorDash driving because that's like one of those things you can just do. Like I'm honestly always blown away that they pay me to do stuff like that. You know, I'm like, okay, this is easy. I'm literally just driving around.
Do you
But
do the grocery one or whatever?
yeah,
Instacart.
I've done Instacart and even now like DoorDash and a lot of those services, Uber Eats, will send you into places like Stater Brothers to buy
Mm-hmm.
anything. I bought fucking case of beer and 6 bottles of sake for a party the other day.
A weird side tangent. I didn't notice it till like yesterday, but Starbucks is in almost like every store.
Yes, they have to deal with like everybody.
They're in some Walmarts, they're in Targets, they're in Kroger stores like Ralph's, Stater Brothers, Vaughn's, and yada yada. They're almost in
Yeah,
every store.
yeah, well, they're just everywhere at this point. Like Starbucks is like
Dang.
it's the only American coffee chain, that's just everywhere. There's Dunkin',
Well,
meh,
that's it.
but that's not really everywhere.
That being
There's now
said,
like Dutch
though,
Bros, but they're very different.
with you mentioning Dutch Bros is just like all these other restaurants, like a Whataburger or something like that, where it's just mostly not in Cali, to my knowledge. But it's in a lot of other states that are basically as prominent as Starbucks.
Dutch Bros, I know it's huge. I think it's super super different from Starbucks though, market wise, like
Mm-hmm.
what they're selling, the product, the clientele. I do feel like they hit that morning rush, give me a drink niche, so they're competing
That's
with each other at
true.
some level, but like they're definitely very unique.
Yeah, I did like. I'm not a coffee guy, but I did like a flavor they had called the Golden Eagle, and it was really nice. But
Mm,
I could never finish it. Just like the energy drink, like halfway through, it just upsets me,
yeah.
which
Mm,
sucks. I wish there was a way that I can have that without it being caffeinated, but it's an
yeah.
espresso. So.
It's part of it, yeah. I like a little bit of caffeine. I used to be a fiend for sure, but it's hard to like get caffeine without getting like sugar as well. And I tried to not
Mhm.
have a ton of sugar.
I'm weird with it for some reason when it comes to like when the cat offers me like say a Red Bull. I'm like, no, I don't want it because in my mind for some reason it's like I can give myself natural energy and I take pride in that of being like I'm natural energy. I just
Hmm.
spark up. I don't need a substitute,
Yeah, yeah.
which is no problem if you need it, but like something about like I'm going to become reliant on this thing.
No, totally. It's a lot more freeing to just to be able to live, But obviously, at some point, there's something you rely on. You breathe, you drink water, but
Hmm.
yeah, to not have to take so many things to feel good is definitely a bonus.
Yeah. And also
It's a
your money.
privilege.
Speaking of jobs and money that I just brought up, I'm really excited for this next year. I'm terming it the year of
Ooh,
profit.
profit. Step one, step two, step three, profit.
Mm-hmm. You gotta burn money to make money, or whatever they say. Uh,
Dude, that ain't that true?
spend money, make money.
Why so optimistic?
Uh, because one, we're going back in season, and supposedly, from what it looks like, my job is gonna have a really busy year. It's gonna be really
Ooh,
good. So
you guys
that's
are booked pretty far already.
yeah, it's gonna be booked and it's gonna be super booked. So, if fellas ever stops going dailies, here's your warning. It's gonna be super booked.
Subtle foreshadowing.
And then, along with that, the person that originally was gonna take the cat's spot got his old job, which kind of, or not his old job, he got a new job that he rather do. So he's no
Okay.
longer full time anymore, which means the cat's gonna be full time, and that's a double paycheck right
Yeah.
there. Boom.
Hell
And then I'm
yeah.
gonna start the new job in late October. So then that's another paycheck. Boom, the year of profit, baby. And then when the
Hell
summer
yeah.
comes around, then we could just have some fun.
In the summertime.
La
Yeah.
vie.
It's awesome. Yeah. Good luck, bro. I'm looking up for you. That sounds like some honestly like grinding, obviously. Like you're gonna have to put in the work, but I know you do that shit easy. I know especially your workload sometimes just sounds like some of the funnest stuff. Not to like trivialize it, but it sounds chill to just what are we gonna do today? Oh, set up a show. How fun.
I used to describe it as like, oh, we're making Lego sets, and then we take it apart,
Yeah. Like
and
that's my favorite thing. I would definitely associate it with Lego.
and then I found out that we're making the same Lego sets but with different colors. But that's besides the point. It's still like it's a nice little job. It's a perfect blend of mental and physical. And even like today, we had to strike like two lighting towers of truss, a bunch of cable, drape, and two 11 by screens, which sucked with me and another guy. But it also took only like 3 hours. In
Hmm.
the first four, we were just waiting for it to be done. So it's like,
Gosh, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, a lot of downtime that you're being paid for. I always love that. It makes me feel guilty at my job when I'm like teaching or like covering a class where there's like other teachers that are obviously leading it, and I'm like, I don't really need to be here. I'm getting paid to just stand here.
Yeah, that's a lot how it feels when you're quote unquote babysitting. You're just there in case something fucks up, which I
Yeah, right.
found out, and it's pissing me off. So
Oh no.
side tangent. Uh, our hotel got renovations. Uh,
Right.
AV
Recently?
side, yes, AV side, it's becoming a little bit of an issue because the walls that were originally in the ballroom were padded, and now they're not padded anymore. So now the audio echoes a lot more. Already
Wow.
a problem there. Two, a lot of new carpet, and I was baffled. Like this is something. This is such an anomaly of something happened that I didn't even fully understand why. So when we do video cable, it's an SDI cable, and you can connect SDI cables via this thing called a barrel, which is just like the ends of the SDIs are like a twist lock, so it makes
Mm-hmm.
it a twist lock on both ends, and then you continue the line. So
Nice.
we were feeding a 200 foot, two 100s to this lady with a camera, and it was gonna go to the projector, and then it daisy chains from that projector to a second projector. Simple, simple, so simple. Just a 200 foot, get there, should get image. It doesn't give image. It doesn't make any
Mm.
sense. And we were trying to understand like this is a complication with AV is that anytime there's a problem, there's so many variables that can happen. Is it the projector?
Fair,
Is
yeah.
it the cable? Is it something on their end? Is it something on our
Not rule
end?
at all.
Is it something to do with power? Like you always got to consider all these things. And then here we are testing with computers of like the distance and stuff and with the cables. And for some reason no cable was working. We even swapped out some cables, and we tried out like three different 100 foot, and we're like, there's no way all these 100 foots don't work. And then I hypothesized maybe it's something to do with the barrel, the little connector, which has never happened before. But when in Rome, is fucking you got nothing else to do. And
Yeah.
I tried it. I replaced the barrel. Nothing happened, and I was like, for some reason, I was just like, let me think. And we have these little things called decimators that are also just converters to go from SDI to HDMI. It's also used to, I wasn't aware of this until later, it's also used to amplify the line. And once I put it in between the hundreds, we got image. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? And then when we went to daisy chain it from the first projector to the second projector, just 100 feet, which required nothing else, we needed
Yeah.
two of them. It didn't make any sense. And
Wow.
the only thing I could hypothesize is, um, since the carpet was so new and it was rolled up, that it had enough static within the carpet of people running around and also it being brand new and fluffed up that it was
Sure.
interfering with the signal through the lines, it being on the floor.
Wow.
And
It
it's
sounds
the
to be
only
right.
thing that
That's
makes
awesome. Yeah.
sense. And now it's going to be a problem in every fucking room because they put the same rug in every fucking room. So that's just going to be a hassle for like months.
God damn.
And the reason how I came up with this is that we had a BMW show, and it was also flickering image. And what caused that is that there was a bunch of cables hanging on the roof on a piece of truss, and it was like what do they call it? The magnetic field or the area of energy is too strong that it's causing interference with the video feed, and it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, some interference from some other outside source that shouldn't be there, ideally.
This is the smartest I'm ever gonna sound, but it really was like, what's the different variable? Oh, the fucking
Yeah,
carpet.
that's fucking wild, actually. It really can be just minuscule, crazy things like that. And I love that the world can really be that wild, you know? Like, sitting in some of the labs back at my university, they'd be like, yeah, you're never going to get like an accurate measurement here because we have 50 fucking machines measuring something, and literally all of them have their own fields that they're casting. Like, everything's going to have some error, especially in an environment like this.
Well, what was even weirder, because like I said, this has never happened ever before, and I even called my supervisor and friend Jose, and my the second in command that's like almost like, I want to say a tech genius, but he tinkers a lot, and they both were like, I have no idea. This has never happened. This is weird, and it's strange.
So fucking wild, yeah.
That was my rant.
How recent were the renovations? I know
How
you're kind of
early?
recently. How recent were they? Because I know you're
Oh,
recently back into work, but like,
this show for this feed was the first show with the renovations.
right, yeah.
Um, and this was the first room done. So the other ones were like still getting a little tweaked,
Ooh, okay.
but they all have the
Wow.
same carpet now.
Yeah, because you
So
gotta have a match.
that's great. Personally, I don't really. Well, the new carpet is a lot brighter. The pattern's a lot weirder, and I don't really think it works well in a ballroom setting. But I do think it works
Huh.
well in a foyer setting because the foyer settings were always so dark, and we already have a problem with direction in the hotel because our signs are terrible and the way things are laid out are not clear. So at least having it a little brighter, being like, you can come over here, is a good step.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Damn, yeah, I've never thought about how like important that sort of design aspect is. Even just choosing what color floor you have.
The furniture is also a little nicer too. It's a lot more spacious, a less blocky. And they got water bottle fountains instead of just water fountains on the walls now.
Oh, sweet. Modern.
Yeah. I doubt this is
They're
gonna change
chic.
anything, but who knows? There's certain people that come every time, like being again BMW Canada
Canada.
and BMO, which is a bank.
Yeah,
Um,
BMO.
some Boeing companies. There's stuff. There's important people.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, those are definitely recognizable names.
CFED,
That's-
which is paramedics and firefighters.
Ah, sure, sure.
I think it also helps that where we're located is a very small little city, and it's like the best hotel in that city. But there's not much
That,
land
yeah.
in that city, so there's not much to compete
Mm,
with.
that's cool. Yeah. Well, honestly, fucking good ups. I know I was definitely like hearing a lot about how you were saying the management is sort of like looking forward with the business and it wasn't really like being handled properly, but at least they have some clients that, have consistent needs as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not moving forward, but that's really it. Just some years people
Well,
come and some years companies skip. So it can be a
sure,
bad
yeah.
year the next year. It's really it.
Yeah, I can imagine some corporations aren't going to hold the same thing every year.
Mm-hmm. So now I have security of 2 employees and a second job.
Yeah,
So,
that all sounds super tight.
and they're all
Got a new
seasonal, so that summer's still gonna be open.
hell yeah. Well, I hope you fellas enjoyed your summer. Now that it's coming to a close,
It
I
doesn't feel
fucking know
like it.
we're gonna be busy. It fucking feels like it just went right by.
It's
Like
still
and
fucking
nothing
hot.
changed. It's still hot as shit.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh, I love this one.
Oh, Manama Lucaris.
Oof. Speaking of the heat, I don't know if this is the smoothest of transitions, but I was standing outside in the heat for
Mm.
like an hour the other day after some motherfucker rear-ended me and we had to figure
Oh,
some shit out, bro. It was like, thank goodness, not like a serious crash. I was
was it
telling you a bit
street?
about it, but it was like, yeah, we were on the street at a red light. I
Oh.
was completely just stopped at the red light,
Hmm.
but like I don't know what his perspective was. He didn't elaborate, but I could maybe imagine that there was a lot of things happening, and it's not like I don't think it was his fault. He might have been looking at his phone or something like that, maybe a little distracted, but
Yeah.
I don't know. You can maybe judge. I'll tell you the story, but
Yeah, he just wanted
it
to be an
was
asshole.
no, yeah.
They
I told him he was actually like freaking out. This guy, he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like he was
freak out
immediately
sometimes.
owning up to it. Yeah, and I was like, hey man, like relax. It's gonna be all right. It's not my car, so I'm not gonna make all the decisions right now. My stepdad's around the corner. Let's have him pull up and see what he says. It's my mom's car, but they're married. I'm like, you'll be able to see what she says. My mom's working, and so like I'm waiting there, and this guy's like just freaking out, freaking out. My stepdad pulls up, and he's like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. Like, please, let's try to figure something out." My
And your
stepdad's
dad
like,
beat his
"Dude,
ass.
no." He's like, slow down, like, chill out." Before he showed up, the dude was asking me like, "Is your stepdad nice? Is he gonna freak out?" And I was actually like contemplating. I was like, "I actually don't know. He might." But yeah, it ended up being a pretty chill situation. We just had to like stand out there and kind of like talk it out. We're gonna end up seeing how much it runs, and he should be able to cover it. But uh, yeah, I'm lucky it didn't get bad. We were at the red light, like I said.
Did he not have
Com-
insurance?
I he I think it wasn't his car, or it was like a
Oh,
gift from
okay, got
someone.
it.
So I don't know if necessarily he had the insurance. I know he's covering it,
I see.
but yeah, it's kind of weird, super complicated. That's why we were outside so long too, and
Mm-hmm.
because the dude was like, "Dude, I'm not trying to like pull one over on you guys. I'm not gonna run. I'll give you my manager's number." He was like being like super genuine. He's like, I'm really sorry. I'll give you anything. Here's a photo of my license, like to prove to you that like I really will get you right on this.
That's so
But
funny because before your story
uh,
continues, when that happened to me during the snow, it wasn't the one that made the bumper or the trunk go in. It was just before that. The
right,
guy had no way to pay it and he was super nervous and he just took off. But there was no
yeah,
damage.
that's good. Yeah, it was that's always thankfully the best case scenario. If there's like just a little scuff, traded paint or whatever.
Well, the
If
next
someone's
slide
like
it fucked
hurt,
up. So,
yeah. If you like hurt someone and you take off, that's like real bad.
yeah.
You really should be checking at least. And like this guy checked. He's like, "Are you
Cuz
okay? Are you good
cuz I'm
with the
sure
car
that
here?"
somebody like street footage or whatever be like it happened on this crosswalk or whatever. This car, this is what it looked like. I don't have the plate. And then just be like, all right, and then I'm sure somebody will find something.
Yeah, I'm sure like there's enough ways to find and track down that vehicle. Like if you really needed to, you really shouldn't be running.
Yeah.
But this guy knew that. This guy really didn't want trouble. And like I said, thank goodness no one was hurt. My brother was in the car with me. I was picking him up, and it was
Oh.
so fucking crazy because it's like one of those butterfly effect like stories almost. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It was like my brother texts me pretty early, honestly. Like it must have been as soon as he got to the bus stop, and he's like, "I missed the bus from school.
Ah.
Like it just took off hella early." And he's like on the opposite side of the school, so he gets there and he's like, "They're not even here. Like I just missed it flat out." So I was like, "Damn, bro." And I've gone to pick him up before, so he's just like letting me know. He's like, either I wait an hour or if you want to pick me up. So I'm like, yeah, I'll pick you up. Give me a bit. And just at the time I head out, I happen to like get to the exit where the school is on the freeway, and I was looking at my phone or something like checking a text, and I missed my exit, and I'm like, oh crap! Like
Oh.
I'm gonna be another 5 minutes. He's got to wait another 5 minutes in the heat. That fucking sucks. I have to go down one exit, come back, and go the other way. And I pull off, and it just took that much time for this motherfucker to pull up behind me as we're driving away from the bus stop to like the first red light, and there's like a pile up where they got the car in front of me kind of swerves to like how people like
Mm-hmm.
slam on their brakes, they swerve a little bit so that they have more room. This car in front of me does that sort of maneuver, and so I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm telling my brother, this guy doesn't know how to drive. And
Boom.
I kind of step on my brakes pretty hard, but because the guy ahead of me was braking like an asshole. And then as soon as we hit a stop, and I'm kind of commenting on this, we just hear the tires screech, the fucking crunch, and our heads like snap back against the headrest. And I'm like, no fucking way. Like it felt like a movie. I was like,
Dude.
no, no.
Yeah, there's so many
And
variables that led you to that moment right there.
it was like so many things could have been different. I could have not stopped at the red light. The dude in front of me could have just slowed down a bit slower. I could have not missed my exit. And I was like, God damn it. And we had to pull over at a gas station up ahead. And the dude's tire had a just gash in it. Totally popped when he clipped me. He had
Oh,
like a square foot, like just punch right into his headlight. Half of it torn out, clear frame exposed and bent.
oh,
Like
his sounds fucked up.
like I said, his tire popped, but it was still pretty straight. So if you put a spare on it, it would have still driven. It was able to get him to the thing. He was going probably like 30 when he hit me. Like
Oh, geez, that's fast.
he would have been going 45 and slammed on the brakes, 45, 50 and slammed on the brakes,
Damn.
like speed limit, and just fucking didn't even notice it was a red light. Like I, it was so many things, but also like this guy clearly was also at fault,
Yeah.
and his car was way, way worse. Like from all that, his like clear exposed frame damage, his headlight not even working. I still had all my lights. I had like one reflector broken. My bumper was dented, and like one of
Mm-hmm.
the backup sensors is like dented, and it's like mostly just plastic damage, but it's
Yeah,
like
like ours.
all of the pieces of the plastic, all three back pieces damaged, need full replacement.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like so many minor things adding up that the dude was like, "Ah, man, like I'll pay for it, but how much do you think it's gonna be? Like $500?" And I
500
said, I was
bucks.
like, dude, I don't know what world you're living in. He didn't say that, but he's like, might be more like 5,000, like ballpark. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but he's like, dude, we'll see. But yeah, it's getting to the point where if there was serious enough damage to like my car's frame, we might just have to like replace it, total it, go through our insurance
Yeah.
and just say I like it's not worth it for a repair, because that could be fucking 10,000. It could be more than
Right.
that.
Yeah, body frame damage is that's a kaput.
Yeah, even though my car is drivable, like I drove to the shop to have him check it out, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
mm,
It
just enough damage.
Yeah, there's a weird balance of like same with our car. Uh our Nissan, it got hit by like an SUV type thing. So they were a little taller and it mostly just
Mhm.
dented in the trunk. It hit a little bit of the
Yeah,
bumper, but like the lights still work, the body frame's still fine.
that's nice.
But it's still it's classified as totaled, but is
Right, which is
drivable.
crazy. Mine's about at the same expectation, I would think. Like the insurance would total it,
Um like
which is
it,
yeah, it's just wild to me.
it's a weird little balance. It well glad that's all. I
Yeah,
think it's a
I'm
cool
glad
payout.
we were fine. That the dude owned up and was like, "Well, I'll help you out." It should work out fine for everyone but the guy who hit me. Pretty much, like
Hmm.
he's probably not too happy, but I'm
What's
not worried about it.
what's strange when we had it in Colorado, both of our accidents, is that like Well, the one guy that left, he panicked, but there was no damage. But the two people that actually damaged the cars, they both were just like, "Oh yeah, my bad. Here's my card." They like it's almost
Totally,
like
yeah.
it's just stuff that happens all the time.
Yeah, I was expecting like it to at least be easy. I was gonna be like, dude, let's just go home. Give me your insurance and like I'll call you. But then he was like, bro, I'm sorry. Like I'm not even had this car a month and I'm not on the insurance or whatever. And I was uh I I don't even know what to do now. I was like, you pulled a a card I didn't know was in the deck.
There was even once that we got like super lucky that what do you call those things that you can hitch behind a car that's it's kind of like got a lot of gated fence on it. You know what I'm talking?
Um
Like people put like a lot of outdoor equipment on it.
I know what you mean, but you're saying kind of like those like short flatbeds with the like rails on them, or are you saying like the
Yeah,
things that
yeah, yeah.
people put into their beds?
No. You were right
The first one?
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I
So
see them all the time.
we had that. We were in the car. It was a different car that we were just sitting in the parking lot, ready, about to go. But the truck on the opposite side of us was about to get out, and he had the little hitch attachment thing. And this is a very like snug little area, so he didn't really have a
Yeah.
easy time to do it. And he backed up, and he backed up into us very slowly, but he backed up into us, and he walked out, and he was like very respectful. And the cat's like, "God fucking damn it, you kidding me?" Because by this point, this is the third car that this is happening,
Yeah.
and it. But he walked out. He saw that there was nothing, and then the gentleman was just like, "I'm sorry, man. This is my first time ever driving with this little attachment. It's kind of hard. I apologize." And before the cat can say like, "There's no damage or anything like that," because there wasn't. He's like, "Nope, I see it. That's right there." And he looks at this tiny little bump that's on it. That's apparently from like a decade ago. And he's like,
I'm
"Nah,
sure. Yeah.
there it is. There it is. I'm sorry, bro. I'll get you what you need for that." And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no problem."
Yeah. Well, I see. Immediately cools down.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
We
I think that's the
survived in Colorado because of our cars. It was all
for
bad,
sure.
but we survived because of it.
Because some people just did you right whenever they hit you.
Well, we just got lucky that one of them was total, like classified as totaled, so we got the payout of a totaled car. Then we got
Right. Yeah.
that one, and then my poor Jetta got completely totaled and it was
Mm,
unusable. But what is that? Two total car payouts and a fucking dent.
damn. Dents aren't the worst thing though. A dent gives it character.
Yeah. Well, that was
But yeah.
interesting.
Those are always interesting. That was my first. Definitely eventful, but I gotta say, you as long as you're chill, like those things can never go that bad. You know, just be nice. Don't road rage.
I
You're
would.
only gonna get somebody hurt.
I don't think my first one will be topped unless it's like really bad. Because the fact that I fucking got hit. What? I was in the snow. I was driving in the snow. Have I told this before?
I don't recall honestly details
Okay.
from it.
So I'm in Colorado. It's snowing. My brother wants to get a pizza. He can't drive because he's drunk. And I'm like, okay, I don't feel comfortable doing it. Are you sure? And he's like, come on, man. I let you live here. And I was like, okay. And then I go to drive. It's literally like 5 minutes away. No joke. I go to drive. I hate driving in the snow. It's terrible. If you have the choice to live with the snow, just avoid it. It's really tough. You can visit it, don't live it. Um,
Yeah,
so we go.
paying for AC is easier than dealing with the aftermath of snow.
We go to
Like living in a hot place versus a cold.
we go to this intersection. I'm being really careful. Like I'm not even going close to the speed limit. Um,
Fuck.
and I stop. The car behind me hits us. My brother's like, I'll take care of it. And then this is the guy that's like all panicky, like, I don't even have insurance or whatever. But there's no damage.
Yeah.
He takes off. And we're like, okay, well, the pizza's just literally a light and a turn ahead. Let's just go get it. We're already here. And when you go to the next light, boom, got hit again. This time it's damage. And
Wow.
that's what causes the quote unquote total with the trunk bunched in.
Right.
It can't close anymore. There's literally one of those little locking latches that's just forever gonna be there, and you can't take it to the car wash because it'll just seep through into the trunk. But
Yeah.
it's drivable. There's no body damage, no nothing. But the lady this time was just like completely fine. Is like just being like, yeah, here's my information. Like it happens all the time. And my brother took care of all of it.
She's like, I hit a hella people.
And then
I
uh,
crash.
he still wanted the pizza, so we get the pizza, and it was just one pizza, and I'm there like all annoyed and sad because it's
The
not.
pizza guys are like, you're the two guys who just got hit twice, right?
I don't.
We saw it outside.
I don't have my car anymore. Sorry, I got the total, and then, which was already bad because it completely totaled. The cat had to go to the hospital, and like he was okay. He had some soreness, but he was okay. Thank God.
Oh
And
yeah. How bad was the collision? Like that
well,
caused the
he got hit from the
yeah,
back,
obviously the
pushed
injury.
forward into another car. So he got sandwiched. But I guess since it was a Volkswagen and the body of the Volkswagen was just really tough, so nothing squished from where he was. Nothing squished.
That's good.
But it
No,
did look pretty bad. Uh and the since it's a small town, the people were there pretty quickly, like the cops and paramedics
oh,
and stuff.
totally. Yeah.
It was really quick. And everybody was just like, "Yeah, it was me." There was no negotiation. Just like, "Yeah, we fucked up. Are you okay? Cool, I'll pay." But in this scenario, it was the same thing. And then we go to get the pizza, and I'm all fucking sad and upset because I didn't want to even leave. I didn't want to
I
drive
know.
him to
Huh?
this thing, and it's not even my car. And it's like I'm so upset. I don't know what this means. And he gets the pizza, and he's like, "What are you upset? This happens all the time. What are you? It's fine. Everything's fine."
Yeah.
And then we go home, and he eats the fucking pizza. Doesn't offer any, and then doesn't eat it all. Leaves it in the fridge. And I was like, "Motherfucker!" Next morning we saw it. We ate some because we felt like we deserved it. And these motherfuckers was also like, he called his girlfriend, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys jinxed or something? Getting in all these car crashes?" And I was like, "What the fuck? What are you? What?"
Literally, all of them just happened to you. It's also like they all happened at a time that you didn't even want to be driving.
Well, the one that happened for the cat was he was literally picking up like a mobile order for food.
Sure.
It was no snow. It just happened. But I remember when he called, I felt it was like the scariest, but also the sweetest thing that he called, uh, and he was just like, he said, "I'm sorry," because it was my car. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What happened?" I was like, What's wrong? Where are you?" And he's like, "I'm at the hospital. And I totaled your car." I was like, "Are you okay?" Like, no, I don't give a fuck about the car.
Yeah. Fuck the car.
Yeah, yeah, that was crazy. I haven't had a car accident since. I'm a very defensive driver.
Yeah. Same here. I try to just be aware of everything.
Be safe out there.
Yeah. I feel like it was almost surreal because I've been seeing a lot of like car crash stuff in my feed on like Instagram, on social
Hmm.
media. I've just been like seeing a lot of that, a lot of road rage, and it always just shocks me. I'm like, how? And so like it happened, and I was like, holy shit, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But the dude owning up was definitely nice. But
I hate that
moving
when
forward,
my mom drives. He drives like She's one of those drivers that she waits last second to stop. Like there's no gradual stopping.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm like, I do the invisible pedal thing, where as a passenger I'm just pushing down, like I'm braking for you.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, as a last topic, since it's on my mind,
Shoot.
I've recently. Oh, the other
Oh, hey,
guy.
dude. The other guy.
He's so tiny. Okay, what was I saying? You ever do like a deep dive into topics that you don't really realize what you're gonna do? Like you just click a video and you're like, oh, where's this going?
Yeah.
It was I was in like a little spooky, terrifying reality type of thing of like moments caught before disasters or last YouTube
Ooh.
video before this happened, and like something, something about it being a realism thing kind of spooks me.
Yeah, okay.
I can't see my what's happening? I can't see. Oh, it's because I'm typing. Whoopsies. My bad. Ruining the story. I went to a deep dive for this video that was called like the darkest kid show ever. And in my
Ooh.
mind, it had these puppets. And I swear I saw footage once of like lost footage of this puppet show that is a kind of like what's that term where it's like Bearstein Bears, Stein Bears,
Ooh, the Mandela effect.
Mandela effect, where some people are like, I remember watching the show. I don't remember watching the show. I thought it was going to be that show from whenever I saw it way back when on a different video of Lost Media. And I go down this rabbit hole, and fair warning for anybody that might be a little bit uncomfortable with certain topics of like CP or
Mhm.
anything of that nature, because I'm not gonna be too descriptive, obviously, but I'm gonna hit some bullet points and it will talk about some topics. And it's cam safe for you. If you ever feel like you want me to stop, just tell me.
Yeah.
But I went down this rabbit hole, and it started with this lady going on the tip of my tongue Reddit about this puppet show from a cult that they were a part of but no longer a part of.
Whoa.
And it was a cult called the Family International. Do you know what that is?
No, that's the name of the cult?
It's the name of the cult. They also had different names, such as I have a little thing here to to let me get my facts right somewhat. They also went by the Children of God, Teens for Christ, the Family of Love, the Family, and then the Family International. Do any of those ring a bell before I start?
I can't say so. Maybe the Children of Christ, but it gives me like Children of the Corn vibes.
Okay. This was a cult or a religion, but it's more of a cult. Back in the late 60s, that was started by a guy named David Berg that just started a cult with these hippies. They started it with these hippies, and it grew. And what the main appeal was is just following David's teachings for what he thought is just like when Christ comes and you don't follow what he does, he's going to punish you or whatever.
Sure.
And it starts tame-ish for what it becomes later, and then they start. I might be a little bit out of order, so I'm just gonna say they were started in Huntington Beach. Then later on in its years, they spread out internationally. No one lives in America anymore for David's request. No one live in America, and everybody spread out throughout the world so you can spread the word of the family.
Right.
And also, being in this
Family
family,
international.
you have no TV, no social, no nothing. You talk to everybody that's in the family. You don't anybody that is in your real family that's not part of the cult. You cannot interact with anymore. No friends, no
Yeah.
nothing. And
Oof.
this included media made by David. Made by David, which is where this little puppet show comes from. It was made by David. Family media for the family to live out the family rules or whatever, the
Mhm.
commandments. I don't know. And this is still very weird of its own right because it's a very lovey-dovey family because the way that it was um, given as the core of this cult was it's all about giving love to each other, and the way you give love to each other was physically.
Right.
So
Ooh.
so people per David was just like, we need to love each other, and the language of love is by doing sexual things. So almost
Right.
everybody was with everybody. Even if you were in a marriage, you were still being around. You were playing around. And then this
Freak.
later became per his what they call it, the David memos, the David letters, something letters, where he
Hmm.
makes these illustrations for people, and it was kind of like a newspaper comic, being like, this is the comic to show what we believe in and what you should believe in. But it's also,
Sure.
if I make a new rule, you follow this new rule. He would also say it in his little videotapes for media, and it escalated from loving each other physically to doing this thing they called let me see, it's somewhere on here, flirty fishing. It was
What?
the way of flirty fishing
Sounds
was
like a video game.
started in the 70s, which was having the women of the cult go around to bars and lonely people and stuff and try to convert people
Mm,
into the cult by
sure.
doing sexual actions with them, and to preferably do it with wealthy men so that they can have funding. And if they happen to have a kid, so be it. And that was
Wow.
that's just how they were told. They were like, you got to do this, and if you don't do this, you will be prosecuted. Is not the word, but you will be like shunned. You will not be seen as a believer, and everybody will hate you.
Ew. How weird.
It's very gross, very terrible, and only the
Yeah.
women were doing it. And it was seen as a good thing because we're getting more followers and funding and
Sure.
whatever. And maybe that's what led people to start going out of the country because of such a thing. Because he fled for legal reasons. He didn't say that, but he fled for legal stuff. Um, and then that escalated to what they call the law of love, which is, again, the core of it being sexual sharing with everybody.
Mhm.
And this is why I gave the warning. This also meant for kids.
Mhm.
Everybody had to share. Everybody
That
had
is
to be part of it,
horrific.
which is awful. And he not only told it, but he believed in it because they had a son named Davidito that they thought was going to be the prophet or whatever.
Damn.
Uh, and all these characters that are in the puppet show are also the real ones. Like there's a grandpa, which is David, and then there's Davidito, which is also Davidito. What they're showing on the cartoon is what they're showing for real, and it's very much like trying to make it an entertaining thing for this really fucked up thing. And Davidito as the prophet, and as them trying to show an example, they show this book instead of the book of David, it's the book of Davidito, and it has him growing up and they're doing all the things they said to do for people. So they have them sharing love, doing all these fucked up shit, and they're just showing it to these people in the cult. It's just really fucked up. Which, later on, Davidito grew up. He realized how fucked up everything was, and he wanted to put an end to the cult. He couldn't because by that point, the cult members don't know, but David was already dead, and he was only living in media.
Whack.
And the mom hasn't been seen for years. There's no evidence of where she is, but she runs the cult from
Jesus.
wherever she is. And the only way he got quote unquote revenge was he took the life of a nanny that was also part of the Book of Davidito, and then regretted it and then took his own life. But the cult covered it up, saying like he was supposed to be the prophet and he lost his way, and just continue believing in what you believe, which is still going to this day. A lot of people have they've toned back the law of love. A lot of people were like, this is fucked up, we should stop doing this, but the cult still goes today. No way. And it's insane that how underground this is on it's just so, because obviously all the media is kept within the cult. Obviously no one talks to anybody else. There's some people that leave the cult, but there's the person that was from the beginning of the story trying to figure out what cartoon they were talking about. They were trying to get answers from other people that may have left the cult, and they were like, you need to shut your fucking mouth. Jesus. Something's bad's gonna happen. But that's basically the synopsis of this whole cult, and it's crazy how fucked up this all is, and no one has, there is evidence, but no one's done anything. And supposedly people have tried to stop it, but it's not people have tried to stop it poorly, supposedly. So no one's really attempted to stop it now. But
that is so just dumbfounding. And when you were talking about have you heard of this? Have you heard of these names? I was like, what, this random thing that happened decades ago? But when you flipped it that it was happening right now, that actually really shook me too. I was like,
again, it's they've toned it down a lot. They don't do the flirty fishing. Sure. They don't do the law of love, but they still listen to this media that is very fucked up. Again, it's this puppet show, and it's saying things like, listen and obey, your parents know what's right, just listen and obey. And it's saying the women go out and have women, they do the cleaning, do the work, and they'll get new mates, things of that nature. And even whatchamacallit, the runner, David, had two ladies that he was with, one that had the kids and one that I think was the nanny. And then when he had a daughter, after a certain age, he was in the cult, connection wise, was with her too.
Oh wow.
It's really disgusting. And I think that nowadays it's probably going to dissolve soon, because a lot of people, it's hard to make people not be in the outside world as it was when they started.
Very much
so. They're going to be we shouldn't be doing this.
That's the main reason that you said at the beginning, one of their main rules, you don't get to talk to anybody who's not in the cult. Anybody who's not in the cult goes, oh, that's crazy. You realize you're doing something crazy.
That's another thing that I guess was also a power move that also makes it hard to not get out of the cult, was that since you moved from wherever you were, lost all connection with your family, if you leave, then what?
Yeah.
You don't know the language. You don't know how to make money. You're not going to come back. You're kind of stuck. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that
That
was
is some twisted diabolical like shit. Fuck that guy,
and
David.
there's some people that actually have experienced this, that have like escaped the cult and
Right.
just obviously have nothing good to say about it ever. Like the ones that I'm looking at right now, the most recognizable name that has come out of this cult is Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, good gosh. I feel like I've heard of him being in a cult, but never heard much about this.
So yeah, it's incredibly incredibly crazy. I'm just doing a little bit more looking
Y-
here.
You're gonna
Uh,
send me down this rabbit hole myself.
I think, yeah, I think I have hit all the notes here. That was pretty much everything. Maybe I could have said
Fucking
more about
hell.
the family, but Davidito was the main guy besides David.
Yeah. You said he was killed? Like they killed him?
No, Davidito
Or
escaped,
oh,
and then his plan was to take down the cult because he's obviously, with his book showing his trauma and pictures, it's kind of fucked up that people are worshiping him and seeing what fucked up things they did to him, led him down a
yeah.
path to kind of like, you can never recover. I think it lasts way too
Very, very
long.
tough.
If
Yeah.
it was like maybe a couple times some people recover, but it was a lifetime of this abuse,
Yeah.
that when he finally escaped, uh and he wanted to take it down, it was either too late or there was no way to do it, so he just took out the only person that he knew he can get in contact with that did this stuff. He, even before then, he has video footage saying, I don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to. And he took her out, felt guilty about it, drove somewhere, couldn't get out of his head, and took his own life.
That is insane. Yeah.
And they just threw it on the rug, like, you, Davidito's still the prophet. It's really strange. But yeah, that's the family, or the Family International.
Keep an eye out. Watch your
Mm-hmm.
fucking kids. Talk to your family. See what they're doing.
By no means does this mean fucking anybody that says they're in it is immediately doing this stuff. So
Yeah,
don't accuse that. This
I
was
just found out
way
about this.
back when, in the late 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like no technology. By now, I'm sure there is a good percentage that think it's fucked up. I'm not saying that's true, but there is a lot of signs of people escaping, people coming out of it, saying it's fucked up. It's getting more attention, not as much, but it's getting attention. I'm sure they're calming down.
Yeah, it's hard to continue to do those sort of things with as big of a spotlight as they've attracted. It sounds like.
Especially with the leader being dead for like years, decades. I'm sure somebody's gonna know. Like, they don't have a leader. They have the wife, but I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, it's very few cults survive past their leader dying.
Mhm. So that's been that was my weekend. It was very strange.
Very, very strange deep dive, but always good to be informed about. Honestly, everything that's going on, good and bad. Whoa!
And I think that's a pod.
Yeah. On that note, I think I'm
Again,
gonna write me a haiku.
uh, Adam, I'm sure you put like a timestamp. Thank you for that. Welcome back. If you skipped that, um, don't look up anything. If you want to stay
You are
uninformed, I will not say anything further. You made a good choice to stay innocent. Maybe. No, you did. You did.
you absolutely did. Yeah, there's like I said, I said prior to that, if you weren't here, it's good to be informed, but it doesn't mean everyone has to know every little detail. There's more information in the world than we are ever meant to know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have some fun information to share with you, some wise words in
Oh
the form
yeah.
of a haiku. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't have them yet. Let me see. H.
Oh shit, hold on. Let me get you there. There you go. Camera, I hope you didn't hear any of that. I am ready.
Treat others with peace. Make the best of bad moments. You are your action.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a locked in pod. Probably the most focused pod we've ever had.
Yeah, we had some fun topics, or some not so fun, but definitely informative. I hope some folks stick through and enjoyed themselves. And let us know what you thought.
Stay
Love
safe out
y'all.
there. Stay informed out there. Or stay naive. Whatever helps you go to sleep at night.
Be happy and healthy. Love
See
y'all.
you for 22. Get a beer for the legal age of 21. 21.
21.
Bing chling.
What's 9 plus 10?